What is up, guys? Welcome into a brand new video. Now today we are going to be talking about things that Big Ant need to get right for Cricket 24 to be successful. Now I've got 5 things that I think that they have to do this time for it just to be a good game and just to have a little bit more longevity than Cricket 22 did, and things to really nail this cricket market that is completely wide open for the taking at the moment. But before we get into it, guys, if you could leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, it does massively help out the channel. Now, our first point is that we need to see regular updates from Big Ant. It's something that we have not seen in Cricket 22. Now, I know that they're a smaller studio than the likes of EA, Activision, places like that, that are pumping out these games and have got hundreds and thousands of people working for them. I know that Big Ant is a small team with a low budget, but just if there's any glitches, if there's any patches that need to be made, I would like to see those fixed a little bit more regularly than what we're getting at the moment. At the moment, it can take kind of anywhere between a month, a couple of months. I mean, I was running a tournament halfway through Cricket 22, and the online game just completely broke for a solid, I think it was like 2 months it took to actually finish the competition at the end because you couldn't invite anyone to a custom match. It just wasn't working. So it would be nice to see a few more updates, a few more fixing of glitches, overthrows and things like that. Anything that is bound to come up at the start of the game, would like to see those fixed relatively quickly. Point 2, I want to see a more expansive career. I know they've said that they're going to offer a kind of complete Ashes experience, but it would be nice to be able to go in different routes in your career. Whether you want to, I know you can now become like a T20 specialist and things like that. But even kind of a real end game towards the game would be really nice to see. The ability to choose different teams and there be different incentives for the team, so they might offer you more money but less playing time and things like that. I think that would be really exciting to see. So yeah, and a more expansive career, more back brands, more actions, more things like that, to really make it feel like you're actually playing for a team and living through this career would be a lot better going forward. Now, the game mode that I am most looking forward to is Pro Team. They have to nail this Pro Team, and I really think they can. I mean, Cricket 22 was calling out for something like this, and it's just an itch that Big 11 didn't quite scratch. Now, if they have the ability to buy packs, I know what you're thinking. I know that you think microtransactions are going to be awful for a game, but they're the only way that the game still stays updated. Now, the reason that FIFA is updated throughout the year is because they make billions on packs. Now, I'm not going to spend loads of money on packs. I don't want to do it. There'll be Road to Glories on this channel, different things. There might be the occasional pack opening. I'm not going to spend thousands and thousands on packs, but I do want to have the best team. So there's got to be a balance there. The ratings have got to be updated often. It's got to be new cards coming into the game. I'd love to see things like informs and icons and team of the seasons and team of the series and different things like that. I think they have to update that regularly. They have to nail it. If they nail that, then they've got a team that they've got a game mode that will go on forever, and people will play the game until the end of the game cycle, until we get Cricket 26 or 25 or whatever it's going to be. Now, number 4 on my list is going to be more licenses in the game. I know that there's a couple of IPL teams coming in. They're now sponsoring them. There's no real word to what those Indian licenses are going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be the full India side. Whether the BCCI actually give it to them, I don't know. But it would also be nice to see Pakistan in there. I know Ross Simons tweeted out recently that he was off to India, so hopefully that's for more licensing. And also Big Ant are looking for game developers that can do design work for player faces and things like that. So yeah, if we could get the Pakistan team in the game, if we get the Sri Lanka, the Bangladesh, the Indian teams in, it just opens up more of the world and more people are going to buy the game. I know it's going to be the official game of the Ashes, but there's a billion people that like cricket in India. You've got to be pushing towards that, and the more people that play it, the more money that comes into Big Ant, the more updates we get, the more stuff we get, the better game we're going to get next time, the more this is going to get improved. So yeah, I think they have to get more licenses. It has to be a worldwide game for it really to push on. Now, my fifth and final point is going to be that Big Ant need to listen to the community. There is quite a big community that plays this game. There's usually quite a few people on the Reddit. There's a lot of people that come into Twitch streams and YouTube videos, and there's some great streamers and some great YouTubers out there that are making Cricket 22 content at the moment, who should have more of a voice. I think there's a lot of people that are just kind of fobbed off by some of the people at Big Ant and don't get the right recognition that they should do. It seems to be if there's a big streamer that will occasionally play it, but then there's a streamer that doesn't necessarily get as many viewers, but basically promotes the game the whole time. So a lot of followers as well, doesn't quite get the recognition that they deserve. And also we've got the ideas. I've played 50 days on this on Cricket 22. I could tell you how to change it. And some of the stuff that's coming into Cricket 24 is some of the stuff that I would change. But there is absolutely no kind of correspondence between any of the full-time creators on this game and the people making the actual game. They're the ones that know what to do. They're the people that will be able to fix the game to how they want to play it. I know that Ross Simons has come out in multiple interviews and basically said that he's not that worried about what streamers think of the game. And that's fine. I guess if you want to take that route, but if someone wants to offer constructive criticism, there should be someone listening. Again, to fix this game, there's hopefully not going to be any fielding glitches. There's not going to be any batting glitches. The umpires aren't just going to give out and not going to give out edges behind, and the stumping animation is going to be fixed and things like that. That would be fantastic. I'd love to see that. I really like Cricket 22. I think it's a fantastic game and has offered me a chance to actually do something in content creation. And I've played 50 days on the game. I know exactly what it's like. I know how to play it. I'm pretty good at it. So I'm really excited for Cricket 24. Hopefully we're going to get a trailer or something soon. There is absolutely no news coming out of Big Ant of when in June, whether it's going to be the start or if it's going to be the end. Again, I think I said in my original Cricket 24 video, I'd expect it middle of June, around the same time as the Ashes. Hopefully there's no delays like there is with AFL. I know that's delayed until the start of May. Hopefully we don't get delayed until the start of July. I'd like to get my hands on the game as soon as possible. So, Ross, no delays, please. Make sure we get the game in that June space. Trailers soon. Maybe even the Nets mode like they had with Cricket 22 would be amazing. If we could see that, just to see if we can kind of get some of the shots that they're going to add into the game. Some of the bowling styles they're going to add into the game. And different things like that would be really nice to see. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you're most looking forward to about Cricket 24, and if there's anything that you would change about Cricket 22, what it would be.